And me and him makes we back in this bitch. You little bitch ass, nigga ass, trick ass, bitch ass, trick ass, bitch. With the shoulders, bitch, ass, trick ass, nigga ass, bitch.
Wait a minute. Did you guys say you was on YouTube?
I did.
After that, I'm gonna definitely dislike.
And now we are with Friday nights because this week we are starting with Mondays. Then Fridays. Fridays.
Okay.
And then we're going to Wednesdays.
Wednesday.
Because NXT, the Go brand was definitely the best show of the week. But SmackDown was not that far away.
I was laughing at the Shield coming down. You remember the Chief, when he wasn't the Chief, tripped over the damn barricade?
Oh my God, yo.
But now the Chief is on a Smackadown doing what the Chief does. The show.
Hey man, it's me, the spirit smart of the tribal chief, Roman Reigns. I just come here to say, hey, just like every week, Roman Reigns comes out and tells y'all what to do and how to do it and when to get it done. And I'm going to start this week off telling y'all what to do and how to do it and get it done. Dot man, you's a bitch. I holler.
Your mama's mama.
Oh man, why every time I come, like I feel like something's up with this podcast? Because like for like minutes at a time, like time just elapses. And you always like talking about somebody's mama or in a foul mood. What is wrong, bro?
Well, you should stick around and see what happens.
I ain't me, man. I'm just sitting over here fucking with this YouTube.
Yeah, I hear you.
I'm over here fucking with this YouTube.
Well, what I have to say is, are you ready for a better show?
Hell yeah! Hell yeah!
Man, I hate that simple ass intro. Like, it just all it does when the Smackadown comes on now. Are you ready? No intro. No, not even no pyro. Just lights just come on. Let's get to it. Very boring. But anyway, let's see what they got for us this week. You think you know me? Edge kicks off the show this week, and who's he gonna choose in the main event in WrestleMania? Anyway, he says it's good to be back, and he has a choice he has to make. Will it be Drew McIntyre or the Chief, who has the advantage in the Chamber pay-per-view? And McIntyre, not so much. This is the biggest decision of his career. The Chief, I lost the spot. And what? So you looked over here.
Now this man was stroking out, fellas. Stroking out.
Don't say that. Put that evil on me. Anyway, this is the biggest decision of his career. The Chief's music hits, and that's more like it. How dare you kick off the Chiefs show, Adam? And he's going to make him wait as he, along with Jey Uso and Paul Heyman, make their way to the ring. The Chief raises his Universal Championship as the "You Suck" chants are piped in. Chief says, you don't have 13 to choose because there's only one, and the one is a 4-time. Could have been 5-time, but about to be a 6-time, so he still added the 5. 6-time WrestleMania main event. Edge could pick a main eventer or the main event. And Edge says, first, all he said last time, Chief stared in the eyes and seen fear. Fuck out of here. Okay? What Chief seen was someone playing him like a fucking fiddle. And the thing is, Chief wants Edge to acknowledge him as a main eventer, but he can't do that. A couple of weeks ago, Edge saw Chief do something he's never done before. He lost his cool. And damn, disowned his cousin in the process. He don't give a fuck about that. Fuck him.
Man, that shit was so funny.
Yeah, Chief realized that he needs Edge to be the main event. ASAP, AJ, Kofi, Orton, and etc. If any one of them walk out the Monday Night Trash part of the chamber, that could be Edge's main event. But when he looks in the Chief's eyes, Edge can see that Chief is insecure. Don't get him wrong. He looks at the Chief and he sees a young man in his prime firing on every cylinder and a generational talent, a long open highway for the Chief. And he respects the Chief and his family, but he got too much too soon and he's starting to crack under pressure. Pressure that Edge hasn't even applied to the Chief yet. So what Chief has to ask himself is, does he want Edge to expose the dents in his armor? And does Chief really want Edge to focus on him? Chief needs to check his ego and think long and hard about that. And is that what Chief wants? The Chief stares a fucking hole through Edge, looking like he's saying, like he's saying to himself, I should steal on that nigga. But Sami Zayn's music hits and he says, this is amazing, and it's one thing to be disrespected every week by the WWE management, who clearly has a conspiracy against him, but to be disrespected by two of the biggest stars in the industry, that's something else. Edge comes out there and acts like it's a full conclusion that Chief will walk out the Elimination Chamber as his opponent at WrestleMania, and the Chief is so worried about the threat Edge is posing to him, he ain't even thinking about the threat in Sami Zayn. He wants to explain to both of them niggas that WWE management didn't want Sami Zayn in the Elimination Chamber match, but he plowed his way in, and that should worry both of them. Once upon a time, Edge was an opportunist, but he's looking at the master's strategist or strategist. Tomato. And that should worry him. As for the Chief, respect, but he's looking at the champion of the people, and that's what should worry the Chief. And here's what Zayn wants. He wants his moment, and he wants the cameraman to get a shot of him pointing at the WrestleMania sign, because he's going to WrestleMania because wham! Who's had enough of Zayn's babbling, and he drops his ass with a super kick. There's still down between Edge and Chief as he hands Paul his title, and he steps to Edge and whispers something to him we don't hear, but I bet it was, loan me $20 till tomorrow. And asks for his fucking title back when they exit, and then he exits the ring. Oh my goodness.
I gotta say that the Chief is the coldest motherfucker in the game right now.
Mm-hmm.
The funniest motherfucker in the game right now. Everything, the whole way it's presented is just ridiculous.
What he said?
Yeah.
It's the Chief. You know, people shit on the Chiefs run right now.
Oh yeah. I don't get it. It's the only run that I gave a fuck about.
I mean, top heel, you know that you're doing good work if you're making everybody else good around you. So I just don't get some of these fans.
Did you ever give a fuck about Solo Uso? Have you ever gave a fuck about a Solo Uso match?
That man was doing karaoke night. Look where he at now. And I kind of see what they did. Like, I remember, you remember me and you was discussing like why Nakamura and Cesaro was faces. More opponents for the Chief.
Yeah.
It makes all the sense in the world. I was like, yeah, okay. Yeah, makes sense. All right, the Intercontinental Champ, Big E, makes his way to the ring, and he's on commentary for the next match. And Shinsuke Nakamura versus Apollo.
I'm tired, boss.
Yeah, E has his TV dinner. I think it's Hungry Man dinner. Chilling on his own personal couch as he soaks his feet like this nigga at the crib. But fuck all that. Okay? Fuck all that shit. Because my Friday Night Delight, Caleb Braxton.
Caleb! You got me on my knees!
Is backstage with Apollo, who says he's always respected E, homeboy, and his advice, but he carried him last week. He carried his ass last week. All right, Big E never took the time out to get to know the real Apollo and Cruz, and if he did, he would know that his ancestors are Nigerian royalty. Okay, and if E would spoke to them the way he spoke to Apollo, he would have lost his fucking tongue. And E is intimidated by who Apollo really is, and after he beats Nakamura, he's coming for what he deserves, nigga. Okay, and E is still carrying that nigga. He said, does he think this is daycare or some shit? Am I supposed to hold Apollo's hand, nigga? He called him Apollo Abyss because he feels like he's stuck in one as he's beat Apollo on many occasions, and that's why the fuck he asked for another opponent. He wants to be free of that nigga Apollo. He said, I'm done. Nakamura starts off hot, landing some kicks in the knee and a cover for a kick out. Apollo answers back with a drop kick, then sends Nakamura to the outside. Baseball slide on Nakamura, and they're close to E. And you know what happens then? Of course, Apollo sends Nakamura into E, who tells Apollo, keep on playing, little nigga. And back from break.
Bum, bum.
Apollo in control, but Nakamura enziguri's Apollo along with more kicks that is released. And that release suplex sliding to the outside, a cover for a near fall, and Nakamura stomps away, but Apollo hits the spine buster coming off the ropes for another near fall. E tells Michael Cole to shut the fuck up about some damn Apollo. They need to talk more about Shinsuke, and I think that was a little bit of a shoot. When E said they're going to wish they talked more about Nakamura, as we all know that Nakamura was fucked up by Vince and others creatively after WrestleMania 34.
Yeah.
The military press is counted as Nakamura goes for an armbar, but opts for hooking the leg, and he gets the win against Apollo, who don't like that shit one bit, and attacks Nakamura after the match. The heel turn is complete.
Full effect.
Yeah, Nakamura was tossed to the outside and sent to the barricade, and E said, it's done, nigga. You lost. Sit them steps down and walk away, nigga.
You move.
Walk, nigga.
Get away from me.
It's over, nigga.
I'm Debo.
But dumb babyface Tennessee, you done talk all of that shit, and you turn your back to check on Nakamura?
Yeah, that's stupid.
Wham! Still steps to the back of Big E, laying him out, and Nakamura is clotheslined over the barricade. Apollo says it ain't over till it's over, motherfucker. He tosses them steps to the inside and sends E back inside, and I wish this was TV 14 to get a little bit of blood for this heel turn.
Oh, yeah.
Because this probably called for it. Like, I mean, the stronger the beat down, the better that heel is going to be, and yeah, that's not a lot of top heels like Roman who pulled off, or the Chief pulled off what he did. But nothing says he'll turn more than you letting it bleed.
Let him bleed.
Yeah, he escapes back to the outside, and the ref demands Apollo puts the steps down, and Apollo says, okay, nigga. Well, what?
Wham!
He drops the steps to the outside on top of Big E, and the ref quickly asks for the medics. I guess this was worth the wait because this heel turn was awesome.
AWE son.
When you talk about the meanest nigga.
This folks one is method weight. Most improved player.
Yeah. Apollo motherfucking Crews is my mip of the fucking week. Best motherfucking heel turn in a while. I mean, it was slow build. We knew it was coming. I definitely give this match 3 grams of 5 because of the ending.
Bro.
I enjoyed it, homeboy.
Bruh.
Cut.
Yeah, man, shit. Fucking Corona Light.
Corona
Corona Light. Like, just because I was like, man, when they gonna pull the trigger? When they gonna pull the trigger?
I'm fucked up over here, cuz.
I know. When are they gonna pull the trigger on this thing? Because for how long? I mean, all right, I'm gonna push them one extra time this week. And
One
wait
week.
next week, and then the next week I'm gonna push them. Then I'm gonna stare at them.
What you looking at?
And then the third week I'm gonna push them, stare at them, and then I'm gonna do some eye rolling.
Eye rolling.
So yeah, they kept on
ass.
dragging us and stuff. And in comparison to certain things, like, you know, I always say feed it to me slow, but they've been trying to turn Apollo Crews. He's not I'm tired boss no more. He's officially Apollo Crews now.
He is motherfucking Terry Crews right now.
No, ain't no damn Terry.
Yeah, he Terry Crews after Robin Thicke loses his mind off of Real Husbands of Hollywood. He's that Terry Crews, yo. Call it that motherfucker. It's Apollo Robin Thicke. Apollo Robin.
He's Apollo Crews.
That's Robin Cruz.
Robin Cruz. Lost without you. Can't help myself. How does it feel? I just throw the steps at you.
I lost all my money. Fucking with Pharrell. And I lost my bitch too. Fucking with Miley Cyrus.
That nigga made a whole album about the girl. She said, I still ain't coming back.
That shit went double plastic, nigga.
Like, shit.
couldn't even try to get through that album.
He said, man, I'm just going to go on, what is he, on The Voice, and I'm just going to hang out here for a little while.
Mm-hmm.
Or it's a Masked Singer, one of them motherfuckers. Yeah, Corona Light, man, like I said, this great heel turn. I'm definitely wondering if he's still going to make it over to the island of relevancy with the Chief and them. I mean, definitely calls for it just from this. I seen he was on Talking Smack, and just that whole thing, he just sit there and didn't say a word while Kayla asked him the questions. And then, Paul Heyman said, like, yeah. He said, you want everybody to pay attention to you now, huh? You got your attention. And then, like, I loved it. I absolutely loved it, man. But yeah, we're going to move on as Big E is carted off. The pastor, Seth Rollins, comes out and says that was a tragedy that happened to Big E. And it's a tragedy when your friends turn their backs on you. And the pastor knows a thing or two about last week because the shit happened to him. Seth? When every single one... When every...
Hey, man, you know what that means. I'm back, baby. Woohoo! Seth's back, baby. Woohoo! Fuck you, Cesaro. I'm gonna kill your ass, too. Guess what? Dog, man, you ain't a bitch. You a whole titty milk. I'll let y'all niggas later.
Your daddy's mama, too. Your memo.
Memo.
Yeah, man, when every single one of his so-called friends turned their backs on him and walked away, he wants to see the footage again as he's disgusted, and that's emotional trauma as the past is still suffering. He drafted up a letter with his peoples and sent it to WWE officials, and they're going to win that case or whatever. And months went into his big return, but it was ruined by not his friends, but some losers, and they want to provide the congregation. Seth? They're afraid that it's millions in that congregation that have already embraced the vision of a better tomorrow and a better Smackadown. The biggest loser out of them all is Cesaro, and he made it all about him. And that shit was disrespectful. And what happens to him is not going to be on his hands. And what happened to him, it wasn't on his hands neither. And he asked for that shit, and that's going to happen every time everyone else that follows in his footsteps. Embrace the vision, Seth. And Pastor took a page out of shiny suit Rick's taste in fashion, as that was a shiny ass suit as well.
And man, it looked like they got the exact same suit on.
Oh, why did you know what you said? Cause I wear shiny suits.
Curb stomping, sharing my vision. Say, Murphy, I need you in my life. Becky's my bitch. I got a kid, and I'll keep curb stomping niggas for titles. Yeah.
Jesus, the notorious
Cesaro, acting like a bitch nigga.
feels bad. Thought I told you that we won't stop.
Curb stomping to you, nigga. Flop.
You know what my people say. Yeah, man. KO's backstage, and Edge greets him and applauds him getting back up when being knocked down. KO can relate as he knows Edge's struggles. He vows to win the chamber and take on Chief again, and Edge wishes him good luck, and KO always shows love to the NXT with the Bivens Enterprise t-shirt on.
Yeah, I thought it was fucking dope.
Yeah, like, I mean, KO, man, not only is he a superstar, he is a fan of the business. Pierce and Daddy DeVille are accompanying Big E to the Amalams.
Come pick paper.
And once again, this was great heel for Apollo, man. I can't, like, that shit was awesome, man. That's probably, I'm gonna say it right now as you do in advance. No, I'm not, because in advance, Kayla Braxton is my last shot. Right. Riot Squad versus the Cougar Foundation.
You know that I'm a thot. You know that I'm a thot. You know that I'm a thot. I'm a cougar on the clock. Thot. Foundation. Here we back. Add some cougars. And yeah, we gonna win.
No, I hope they do not win because Lana, who is a tot on Monday Night Trash, do you say hello, MacBeard here? You can find me on FaceSpace, Insta Tweet, Snap Your Fingers. You can do it all by yourself, and TikTok as well. No, I do not like what they're doing as far as tots going. But who is this Naomi? I like her. She could be a new member of the Tot Foundation on there on Monday Night Raw. But also, who is this Lion Squad? Lion Squad.
One of them looks like a bird. I fly away.
No, one of them looks like my cousin Habib.
Azim?
I looked at first. I was like Habib.
Azim.
But of course, no, it was not him. Yes, look. Also, come to Chuck and Duck Hotel, Mockbeard's boutique. We will also have 50-50 half off on everything. If you say Tot Foundation, I love tots, I will hook you up. You come in and buy, I'll hook you up. I love tots.
Hey, I got not 631 entertainment and 635. 635 better, right?
Yeah, 635. Right? It's better. It's better. It's greater. You have more than 631. Greater. We also will be serving wingdings in the lobby of the Chuck and Duck Hotel and tater wedges.
Fresh wedges.
I had some good wingdings from Crown not too long. Them shits was.
You went to Crown?
I did.
Oh my god.
I was like, what do you need? Come to the window.
No, I'm not fucking with Crown.
Whatever, man.
Fuck Crown.
If I could quote one of my homies, he said, the worse the hood, the better the wingdings. He ain't lying about that shit. All right, I don't really care about this match. I'm glad Tamina finally dropped all that heavy-duty ass clothing and shit. And there's nothing wrong with being conservative, but shit. She gonna pass out for the match with all that shit on. Like she was, you remember when Viscera was in the Ministry of Darkness?
Oh, yeah.
That's how that motherfucker dressed. Like, I know you gotta be hot and all that shit.
That's right. She's like, man, we gotta go and have this match over with. Come on now.
Yeah.
Hit me with your finisher now. I won now.
Yeah.
Let me finish.
Lord, I'm about to die. Billy Kay comes down with a ramp again with a distraction and shit. Black hole slam from Tamina. And, excuse me.
Damn, Rick.
it went up and then it went back down. That's tough. Cougar Foundation gets the win. Billy Kay joins in the celebration just to get a weak ass super kick from Tamina.
Cougar thoughts. You give it a gram just for gram of some Reggie Mo. It's that Reggie Mo that you it's that Reggie Mo that your girl that don't know nothing about weed, but she one of them sentimental bitches. You know what I'm saying? She was like, he smokes weed and I don't know what to give him for his birthday, so I'm just gonna buy him like quarter 10. What's 20 worth? What's 20?
Got you a bag.
Can I get? I mean. Gosh, I wish I lived where they have it on the site. Oh, okay, I'll just go on the site and look it up. Okay, so my friend Shane from work, he said he's got some good marijuana. Yeah, I did it for your birthday. So this is grandma the shit she got from Shane, and Shane trying to hit. So but Shane realized that right before that she was getting it for you.
Oh,
so
she got a dude.
Oh, so he went and he had that good shit. And he said, fuck that. I'm going to give her this bullshit I got, man. It's a little bit of roach weed in it and everything.
God damn. It's pretty bad.
Tamina, I'm glad she won. That's the whole reason why this match got a rating.
Well, my rating is a warm bottle of Mickey's. I don't give a fuck about this shit.
I love them. I've been a fan of the comedy of Peyton Royce and Billy Kay, and I guess to find out that it's mainly been Billy Kay is, I mean, there needs to be motherfuckers to do that, but I would just love to see her actually it seems like if you are a horrible wrestler, you have a pretty decent character because, like, that's the only thing that she's got.
For her to be such a lifelong fan, if you know, like, the history, like, they were wrestling nerds, basically.
Yeah.
Like, I would think you would be better as far as your ring skills, and my opinion differs. Like, that shit's annoying to me.
Right.
But, to each his own.
Right.
Edge is met by King Corbin backstage, and he says wait a minute, Hit the music.
Dun 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 cheddar bites. Cheddar bites.
As he sings in the background.
Cheddar bites.
They just meant, that's all I hear when I sing.
I leave away. I ain't gonna tell the bitch.
It just met by King Corbin backstage, and he says he feels like main event at WrestleMania. He feels like the main event at WrestleMania. Edge made his name on Smackadown, but shit's changed around here. This is Corbin's kingdom, and the next time Edge sees someone walk up in a $10,000 suit and a $39,000 timepiece, he better bow down. He better bow down. And Edge has a timepiece of his own, and he says it's 8:54, and it takes...
Cheddar bites.
And it takes pictures. Corbin storms off in disgust.
Blooming onion. Oh, bitch, gon' leave away.
That's all I hear when I hear the song now.
Oh, man. Every time he comes out, all I think is
Blooming onion.
She won't cheddar bites.
Because like when you was saying when you was doing the song first, I was like, you remember that classic rock song? But then I listened to it, I was like, are you making fun of Baron Corbin's shit?
All of it getting
called I'ma Leave and Wave. I'ma leave. Just wait.
Just wait.
Oh my goodness. All right, it's the Ding Dong Hello Show. And Bailey and her Sally Jesse Raphael Specs welcomes us and her guest, Botchasaurus, Nia Jax, and Shayna Baszler, who have been successfully on all 3 shows. And this week, it looks like they're dressed for in-ring competition. And both of them can't get through the door at the same time. So Nia goes through first, and... Orlando Magic. That's right, I am their mascot, Banks and Belair. Y'all can kick like someone's getting Samoa drop through a table.
Table.
You know you can't sit on that stool, Nia. What you getting mad for? Nia says
hurting them legs. Legs is hurting.
Nia says she hopes Bailey ain't mad for her and Baszler taking the titles off her and Sasha, and Bailey says she ain't tripping. She did the right thing, ditching Sasha, and look what happened. She even got a show because of it, and she may be taking Ellen's job. Nia and Baszler throw some salt on the names of Sasha and Bianca, saying Sasha's fake and some other shit. Of all people, Reginald comes to Sasha's defense, comparing her to a 96 bottle of Chateau Lafite. Bold and timeless. And he says that Nia and Baszler are more like a Franzia box wine. Weak and disposable. Baby tells that little nigga to use the door, and he picks up the plant that was knocked over at the beginning of the segment. Stuff, the Orlando Magic Dragon, steps to him and asks, is that a challenge? And Reginald seems like the spirit's mark of Sasha Banks. And damn, 420, hey, I gotta give it to you when you're correct about it. You're right. You was right, man. You was right.
I see all. I know all.
I mean, that's what looks like is going to happen. But he says that she's the greatest champion ever. He didn't even have to say something. I know that guy was Haitian.
Right.
Speaking of Haitians, so me and 420 know this one specific person that we used to work with. When every time this motherfucker used to get drunk, he wanted to fucking talk shit to the Haitians. And the Haitians roll deep. I'm talking about everywhere they go. It was about 20, 30.
Video.
I'm exaggerating, about 50, but 20, 30 sounds a lot better. And I remember the first night I discovered that when he gets drunk, he likes to talk shit to the Haitians. We walking by at the hotel. We had a little party out there. And like, we walked by and he says, the fuck y'all looking at? I said, oh, fuck. And I'm cool with the Haitians. All of them. Okay? And I was like, look, man, he drunk. Let me just walk him to the room. And dude was like, wait a minute. What did he say? What did he say? We did that. Look, I said, man, let me get him the fuck away from them. And I was like, man, what the fuck? What are you doing, man? He was looking at me, man. What the fuck? Long story short, he finally got what he wanted. It was about 30, 40 of them Haitians on that motherfucker in the parking lot one night. And I said, why the fuck am I going to go over there and break this shit up? This is what the fuck you wanted. Hero 420 over here is fucked
I gotta
up.
save him. And I'm wasted. I have about 6 beers and I'm about to go on probation for a year or so.
A year or so.
I was wasted.
Yeah, we standing out there, and I'm just standing at the car watching. I was like, yeah, it's about 5 more minutes to Popo will be here, so we might as well wrap this shit up. Man, it's fucked up, man. It's 420. It's fucked up, man. I gotta go over there and save him. I'm like, for what? He getting what he wanted. So 420 goes over it and tries to save him. And I don't know who did it. All I know is when 420 came back, he was holding his head and he was like, nigga, let's go. Somebody, nigga, let's go. I was like, wait a minute, you wanted to play hero? Somebody hit me in the head. Nigga, let's go. So
I was playing Captain Saberho and almost got put through a table. I mean, I was so wasted. All I know is I got hit. I don't know who did it.
oh yeah, this is before all the liquor and everything he did that whole night kicked in. Okay.
Well, it's just, I don't think I remember. I remember slamming something and looking up, smiling, and then that's it. That's all I remember.
Okay. Well, what you don't remember is I was like, there's no way you're going home, dude. Like, just stay at the crib for the night. He's like, no, I'm gonna go home. I said, no, you're not. So we end up going to my spot, and he falls out the car.
Drunk.
As he's falling out the car, he's puking. Face all in the puke. This motherfucker's like, give me my fucking keys. I said, where you going? You can't even. I can't open my eyes. I gotta puke. I said, well, you here. I said, at least let me get you back in the car. Then he wanted to fight me. I was like, you can't even stand up. Man, you playing getting my fucking keys. I was like, look at you. You ain't about to do shit. You're right. I can't fucking see. Just help me back in the car. I don't know how this motherfucker did it. He slept in the floor of the passenger seat of his car. And I didn't hear from him for a couple of days. Matter of fact, I wasn't even allowed to talk to him.
Yeah.
I was like, well, is he all right? Yeah, he all right. Well, what did y'all do? I was like, well, as you can see, we got pretty fucked up. Just call and check on him. But yeah, man, get back. That's where the Haitians took me to that story right there. But anyways.
Ooh, a table.
A table. Oh, yeah. So, he says she's the greatest women's champion ever, and with Bianca, they can beat Baszler and Nia. And this brings out Sasha, who tells Reginald don't speak for her, and she's a fucking boss, and with her title, she makes the rules. Bailey is still hollering, use the fucking door, to deaf ears. That's her thing. Use the door. Nobody uses it. Yeah. She says Bianca will choose her for the championship match at Mania, and the competition revolves around her. Wait a minute. Bianca comes out and tells Reginald she ain't no sidekick, side bitch, or none of that shit. She's a Royal Rumble winner, and this ends up in Reginald making a challenge with Bianca and Sasha against Nia, Baszler, and Bailey tonight. All right. So this is the 5 women and a nigga tag match, and I guess they said that little nigga's the same size as them, and Nia towers over him and let him wrestle. It don't matter. Fuck it. And Sasha is isolated as they take turns working on her. Finally, a jawbreaker on Nia, and Reginald gets the tag because Bianca was pulled off the apron by Bailey. Reginald said, God damn it, use a house, Nia.
A whole house.
Use a house. And she's going to keep playing with that leg drop and snap that tailbone for real. As Reginald moves out the way, Sasha and Bianca double team Baszler on the outside. And I think Bailey was also taken out. Nia's distracted by it. And Reginald tries to hit a body press, but is caught by Nia. Double drop kick from Sasha and Bianca. They help drop Nia with Reginald falling on top, and he gets the win along with Sasha and Bianca. Bailey is embarrassed on the outside as well as Nia, who's in shock as well. Yeah, man, we're definitely gonna move on. No need for no rating there. Fuck all that, because SmackDown's announcer, number 1 announcer that is, Caleb Braxton, is with Cesaro, who says he was out there respecting Passa, and they go back to ROH, which is true shit, and he had a chance to come back as the leader, but they wanted him to be or the leader that they wanted to be, but he came back as the same nigga he was when he left. Cesaro ain't forgot about that shit the pastor did to him last week, but enough about that. He's going to keep his momentum rolling into the chamber as he wins and takes on Chief and headlines Mania. And okay, Edge seems to roll up in every backstage segment as well as this one. And he says he doesn't know what got into Cesaro, but he digs it. He's got grit, and not like most of the locker room. And Cesaro says he'll see Edge at Mania. All right, moving on to Mysterios versus Alpha Academy. And this match, it's a match with some luching. And the Dirty Dogs on color commentary. Chad Gable is so underrated, and I, for one, am so glad that the Shorty G shit is in the past. Okay, and this match is short-lived, though, because after some mat wrestling from Dominic and Dominic and Gable, Otis and Ray are tagged in, and not only is Ray crushed with a slam, Otis splashes him next, and the match is thrown out. Another splash? Better yet, another heel turn? Gable pulls Ray close to the corner, and Otis lands another huge splash from the second rope. And what's gotten into Otis? Maybe he got a text from his Peach Mandy Rose that he's been friend zoned. I don't know, or maybe he's seeing that Mandy Rose saying, "Oh, she's over there on Monday Night Trash going for Bad Bunny." I know what that is, and yeah, he snapped.
Yeah, that's probably what. Wouldn't that be so dope if that's what it is? If that's what it is, it turns out to be
that would be continuity.
Oh yeah,
well, it'll definitely be continuity.
So you still gonna have to come after. But like, I guess you're gonna be like, man, I can't beat Miz. Yeah. I can beat the Bunny. You know what I'm saying? I can beat his ass.
I definitely can take you out. So what do you rate that?
I give it a 3 grams of some Reggie.
Okay.
No, I give it 3 grams of 50 because the heel turn, and I just like to see what's going on happening. I know a lot of people are like, blah blah blah. They hate it, but in the scheme of things, they needed another dominant. They needed another, not dominant, but they needed another heel team with Cesaro and Shinsuke being out of it. They needed another heel tag team. Yeah. I thought we would already seen Uso sighting, unless they're waiting for that big reveal at the end. Yeah. Like I think we're gonna get a Uso sighting. If we don't get it at Fastlane, we're definitely gonna get it at Mania.
Okay.
I think we're gonna get and that's gonna start the whole. I think Usos teaming back up in some type of way, or somehow we're just going to get the other. What was it, Jimmy? Yeah, I think we're going to get Jimmy back, and that's going to change a lot of shit for SmackDown. I don't think neither one of them. All of them needs. Like I think Trinity also needs to come to SmackDown. I think all of them needs to just stay on that brand and make that what that is until you have someone definitively that comes through and just derails that. Yeah. That then we need to. I just like when. Yeah, I'm high. I don't remember my thought.
I think it was something like Jimmy Uso and how he's going to change things. He's going to change everything when he comes back. He's going to basically add another layer to whatever else is going on Smackadown.
Yeah, I just can't wait for I just like when where I was going with it. Where I was going with it was. I like when it just seemed like it was only a few trades that happened instead of just a whole roster swap. Yeah. When you have a whole roster swap like that, nothing feels original. Like you remember how you felt when Kurt Angle and Shawn Michaels finally went head to head because it was on 2 separate brands they never touched before. And I just seemed like
that was always reserved for WrestleMania. Like you never seen another brand interact with the other brand.
Survivor Series.
Yeah, Survivor Series, but back then, like you only probably got one match at WrestleMania. Mm-hmm. Like usually Survivor Series was something they was either doing on Raw and on SmackDown. They just have 5 go against 5 on
Yeah,
Raw.
and 5 on SmackDown,
Yeah.
and then they might have a thing with the Divas, and that was about it.
And it was a big thing that it was an inter-promotional match at WrestleMania. Like, you remember, who was it? Batista versus Umaga? Or Umanga?
Yeah.
at WrestleMania 24. And that's definitely how important it was then. And we get it every week now. Somehow.
Every other week is
Brand invitational.
Yeah.
Or sometimes they just show up and nobody even... no, we don't have no explanation. Shit, nigga here.
I mean, with the women, it's cool or whatever, but...
Yeah.
I'm not a fan.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Oh yeah, I didn't even rate that last match. Zima, Battle of Zima, because I've heard people talk about it, but I don't know about it, and because I've never had it, and I don't know where Otis and Gable go. Like, I mean, it definitely made sense what you said, that there needs to be 2 heels in exchange for 2 baby faces in Cesaro and Nakamura.
Especially when they won't do anything with them.
But what's next? What's next now? Like, I guess I'll just leave that open until I see where it goes, and I'll make my comment about it then, I suppose. All right. Daniel Bryan is warming up for the 6-man tag match in a minute, and I guess who was backstage with him? Guess who was backstage with Daniel Bryan? Take a wild guess.
Spear!
Emma.
No, I want Emma. It was Edge. Adam Copeland.
Emma's on the screen. Miss Tennille Dashwood herself. But yes, yeah, they both have something in common as they both fought to get their careers back. And Bryan suggests a long overdue main event after Bryan wins the chamber match and defeats the Chief. And Edge can dig it. All right, Cesaro and Bryan discuss if they will be a recipient of a stunner tonight, as KO's history shows anyone can get it. And KO says they're a team and he really wants to win this match tonight, so no stunner until Sunday. And maybe about 3, 4, 5 of them on Sunday, you know. And Cesaro says, at least that nigga was honest.
Right.
Lots of dialogue this week in a show full of segments, but it's still better than Monday Night Trash. Carmella is in front of her vanity mirror and she's curious about where the fuck was Reginald as he took a minute to get his wine. He tells a lie about it and she knows where that nigga was. She hopes he does the right thing or else, but she hopes they won't get to that point. And guess that glass of wine he got for her was courtesy of Night Train. As she throws that shit in his face. And Cleo Cephas has done it again. I don't know if this is a swerve, but damn it, it looks like everything you prophesized
comes to light.
Yeah, that's crazy. I don't know what the fuck's going on there. What is this all about? And the unknown, I suppose.
Yes.
Yep. All right. Jey Uso, King Corbin, and Sami Zayn versus Kevin Owens, Daniel Bryan, and Cesaro. And Nick, guess who came out on commentary? Take a wild guess. Just take a wild guess. I bet you don't know who it was.
I bet you he used to team up with Gangrel.
Oh, really? He did.
I bet you he had a lot of sex celebration.
Okay. He did.
I bet you he beat the shit out of Ric Flair on TV.
Okay.
After said sex celebration.
He did.
I bet you he dropped the title and tried to give it to Christian.
He did. You know that was his brother?
You know, he a coon. I got you.
You didn't because I ain't seen nothing.
Whatever.
Edge, as this whole show he's been in damn near each segment available. And I even heard he drove Big E to the hospital. All these superstars in this match has faced each other, so let's get let's highlight this shit. Looks like there's some tension in the corner of Corbin, Zayn, and Uso as they argue during the match. And it's safe to say no one fucking likes Zayn, as Uso and Corbin send Zayn in the ring and he gets swung. Corbin is tagged in and he gets swung as well. And shit, back from break, he's still swinging that nigga.
Swing.
Uso's tagged, but Corbin gets a
straight from London.
Yeah, Paul Heyman is on commentary now, as well as they've taken control of Cesaro and work him a bit. Cesaro lands a corkscrew. European. Yeah, he lands that on Corbin, and Bryan gets a hot tag.
Straight from you down.
Brian gets a hot tag, taking out everything. Zayn is the victim to a corner drop kicks and a Hurricane Rana. Uso breaks up the cover but gets super kicked and also a senton off the apron. Brian gets the Blue Thunder Bomb and that cover is broken up by Cesaro. Corbin sends him to the outside. Zayn to the top is caught by Brian and gets a butterfly suplex into the yes lock and Zayn taps. Okay, after the match, everybody hits their spot as this is the go home show, and Edge even wants a little piece and hits a spear on Uso, but wham! Chief hits his spear on Edge and stands over top of him, standing tall as this show comes to a close. And I can already tell you right now, I know where they're leaning towards who Edge is going to choose. I don't like it, but it is what it is.
My thing is, what if this is a whole swerve? Oh, I definitely give this match 2 grams of fire. It was a great match.
Okay.
It was very entertaining. I love to see Cesaro get his shit off.
Yep.
Stone Cold KO is the shit. Sami Zayn, the fact that he does not have a world title reign is a travesty.
How can they haven't taken him seriously?
Yeah. Like I feel like Sami Zayn is your CM Punk. That's your CM Punk right there. You keep looking for one and you got him right there.
Right there in front of your face. He's got red hair. We got to do something about the red hair.
You know what?
Bane doesn't have any hair.
But you know who has all the hair?
Who?
Cat Bane.
Cat Bane.
Oh shit, I love it. I can't wait for everything SmackDown. Like, and even the shit I don't like.
Yeah.
It's like the shit that I don't like on SmackDown trumps all the shit that I don't like on Raw. Like,
man, Monday Night Trash is ass, man.
Like the shit that I absolutely hate on Monday Night Trash is just. It's like, man, it's hard to pay attention. Like I feel like I almost rewatch certain segments because, like, man, I gotta make myself watch this shit so I have something to talk about.
Right.
But yeah, it was trash. Who cares?
I agree. I think this is where it started. Batista, I think he was the first one that I seen wrestle in Air Jordans. Mm-hmm. I forget what year those are. I want to, for some reason, I want to say those are the 25s. I could be wrong. Mm-hmm. I had to take a look at them, but yeah, that one I wanted those. Those were the ones that zipped all the way up and then you could fold it. Yeah, man.
Yeah.
And Alberto was taking that crutch to him. What's your roach clip?
The heel turn for Apollo Crews.
Yeah.
I'm gonna sandwich them both together. I like both of the fucking heel turns. It didn't need to be 2 heel turns on the same event. To me, that kind of took away from it. You could have saved that shit for another time. For good old Otis to motherfucking pull his heel turn very unexpectedly. But again, what were you doing with him?
Right.
So this gives the Mysterio something to do.
Yeah.
I like to see where that goes. I really want to see where that goes. To me, I want to see where that goes as far as giving me good matches. Don't just.
So we gonna get like a Vader Otis now. Vader like Otis.
Ain't that what you want? That's what I want.
That's
what I want. Give me Vader Otis, and I'm with it.
Yeah. I tell you what, it ain't better than.
What?
But whatever you just said. My last shot, Caleb Braxton.
Well,
as I said earlier. Yeah, man, and that's our go home show for Smackadown, man.
And we will be right back after these messages. Yeah, I'm gonna give you everybody